You have it on your... I like the game, actually. It's pretty good. Do you remember the stuff that happened last time, or do we wanna like rewatch a couple of the cinematics? Since it's been like 5 months, I think, since we started it. Yeah, we back, we back. Do you wanna, are you still, do you still remember, what went down the last time we played? Or, do we need to rewatch a couple of the cinematics? Because we can actually do that. Unlike Valkyria Chronicles 4, where we could even replay the maps, which we can't. We can't do that in Vault 1. But, there was a tank heading out of a farm. I'm thinking, I think we were... Did we get to chapter 4? Did we really get this far? I think... Oh yeah, right. Here was the first operation where we yeah, and we did the first quest after that, yeah, because I remember the map, and that I felt like it was really slow, yeah. Okay, so we are in chapter 4, Operation Cloudburst. I'm gonna go over the personnel. Not that. We have to go to headquarters for that. I'm gonna go over the squad barracks. Or not, because I want to go to the command room instead. Because the...
Hello, Welkin. Oh, and there have been some new recruits.
Oh.
You should take a look at the master list.
Oh, there's a couple of new recruits, I guess. We can look at them in a minute. So the because some recruits join randomly, we didn't get every recruit that we had on the last time. Yeah, I had to redo this. So I think Ted Ustinov was one we already had. Nancy, Ramona, Frisia, Juno, Cherry Steinen, Rosie, she's Story, she is fixed, Wendy, Adi, Aisha, Jane, Nina, Largo, Story, Walter, Elise, Dallas, Ramsey, Marina, and Catherine. Let's see who's new. Susie is new. She could be a waifu. We could insert her for someone else. And Cesari, but I think last time we had Cesari. Yes, Dallas. Dallas, your favorite character. But I don't know which scout to take out because all of them are kind of nice. Like I guess except maybe you know. I'm not sure if she was or not. Can we look at it that way? No. I could look at that in the barracks menu. Do we want to add Susie or not? She's a country-bred, good-buddy trooper hater. Shock troopers aren't her thing. Her attack power is lowered against shock troops. To be fair, you don't want to engage shock troops with scouts anyways, so this is totally fine. Oh yeah, we can't remove Ted. I mean, Dan isn't watching, so, you know.
Thank you, thank you. You're a wonderful audience. I'm here all week.
My name is Susie Evans, sir. I realize I'm inexperienced, but I'll do all I can.
Dan isn't here.
Come back anytime you need to change your lineup, Lieutenant.
Yeah. And now we have a full waifu squad, scout squad. I do have to look at the training field though.
Train all you want. I've got...
Yeah. Good, good. I do want to level up the scouts and the lancers.
Fight the bullet. No pain, no gain.
I'm not sure exactly which.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the scout.
I'm not exactly sure which level I need the lancers to be at for the very, very dreaded chapter 8. I think chapter 8. But I need the lancers to be at a good enough level for that part, because otherwise that part is gonna be crazy, crazy difficult. It's already gonna be crazy difficult, and I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Welkin, bro.
Lancers are tank killers, yeah. I think I have all the weapon upgrades though. Yeah, I have all the weapon upgrades. But not all of the tank upgrades.
Here you go. Here you go, bro. Come.
Okay, and now we can continue on with the story. I mean, yeah, you can do that pretty fast. There's also skirmishes if you need to grind. I think I might actually have to grind for the chapter. I'm actually not sure which chapter it is. Okay, it's probably like it's probably chapter 7 or but I didn't grind yet at all. So right now you can upgrade pretty fast. for the chapter. You'll see what the chapter is all about. Let's continue with Operation Cloudburst.
Squad 7's suppression of the enemy camp on the West Bank gave us the foothold we needed. Now we'll join the Army's vassal battalion in Operation Cloudburst to take back the bridge. Militia forces will take the point, crossing the bridge, and attacking the eastern camp.
Captain, crossing that bridge means breaching the enemy bridgehead. What sort of on-site backup and supplies can we expect from the Army on this?
The plan calls for the Army to commence its operation after we've struck the bridgehead.
Wait a minute. So we're just being offered up on a platter?
I know how you feel. I felt that way when I was a militia foot soldier too. But sometimes being a soldier means taking on tough missions, even dangerous ones.
Surprise.
Understood, Captain.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Faldio. Breaching that bridgehead by ourselves is... it's going to be tough.
Captain Virat, may I go observe the area around the bridge?
Observe it? I don't mind, but what do you...
Welkin!
Sergeant Melchiot, what is it?
Oh,
I mean...
sorry to interrupt the meeting.
We're finished, it's fine. Now, I assume there's a reason for your visit?
Yes, Captain. Welkin, I mean, Lieutenant Gunther, the squad, they're at each other's throats.
What?
Please stop them, sir. I tried to, but I couldn't.
You want me to break it up? I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to just let him have it out.
Great officer right there. Amazing officer.
Let them have it out. You can't just ignore them.
I'm not ignoring them. I think it's important that they say what they're thinking. Butting heads over differing opinions can be one way to bring people closer together.
Well, but that may be, but I still... Look, you can't just sit here while your squad's tearing itself apart. It's not right. Now get a move on.
What
Sir.
doesn't kill you make you... what doesn't kill you makes you stronger after all.
Hey, Alicia?
Sounds like he's got his hands full.
It's all part of growing as a team.
Hold on! Okay, what's going on here?
You really have to ask, Lieutenant? It's either her or me, pal. Who let her in anyway? You really think I'm gonna work with a dark hair? She'll blow us all up. Besides, I can't stand the stink of her! Her type's got a bad reputation and everybody knows it. No Darksons allowed. You hear me?
Oh yes, I've heard everything you have to say. But I'm still a human being, the same as you. Besides, no evidence exists to substantiate what you call the Darkson calamity. It's a myth.
Excuse me? So what, you're calling me stupid now?
Stop it, that's enough!
Okay, boss man. We won't fight alongside no Darkson. What about that, can't you understand? Another thing we ain't doing is taking orders from some hotshot greenhorn.
Alright, fine. Now listen and listen good. I'll have that bridge back in Gallia's hands in 48 hours.
Huh?
Now if my plan fails, which I doubt, then I'll resign. And Squad 7 will be all yours, Largo. But if my plan works, you'll take my orders and like it.
Your funeral, boss man. You sure about this?
Yes, I am.
But wait a
Yeah,
sec.
it
Well,
hasn't really been explained just yet. It's going to be explained. Sub-episodes. They're side stories tangential to the main plot. For that reason, it's not necessary to view them in order to advance in the game. Though there is no penalty for skipping sub-episodes, they often offer a different perspective on the events unfolding in the story that you won't find elsewhere. This is not about the darks and stuff, though. That comes later. Like, it's a little bit hinted at what the stuff about the Darksons is. But imagine skipping story parts.
Welkin,
What's up?
what's up? You just made an insane promise. That's what's up.
I'm sorry, Welks. I shouldn't have argued. This is all my fault.
It's nobody's fault, Ace. It's a war. We're all on edge here. And this mission certainly isn't helping. It's little wonder the troops are upset.
Yeah.
That's why pulling this operation off is the perfect way to bring the squad together.
That'd be great if it works. But how can you possibly hope to take back the bridge in just 48 hours?
Well, that's the hard part. Aha!
Huh? Aha, what?
I was hoping, but there they are.
Yes, how the fuck does he intend to do it with no military experience?
Isara, Alicia, think you can do me a favor?
Sure.
That is a
what
good
is it?
question. Maybe because of the anime power of friendship between him and Alicia, his best friend since
Follow me?
2 days ago when they first met.
But that's... Is that even possible?
Well,
Well, like
Ace,
probably like
think
more
you
like
can make it by
2,
tomorrow?
like a month or something at this point.
Yes.
I'm
I'll
not
get to
sure
work
how
on it
much
now.
time has passed since the original invasion.
All right. I'll trust you on this.
Thanks, Alicia. Well, let's get started.
Yeah, she's probably already pregnant from it. Alright, The Crossing. $20
All
and
right,
still
let's
no
hear
pew
this
pew.
brilliant plan. And it's too late to back out, boss man. You got that? So let's hear it.
We're going to strike the enemy encampment on the east bank.
Yeah. But hand holding is more loot.
Hold it. You're asking us to die for you? One squad ain't breaching that bridgehead, buddy boy. That would be suicide.
We're not taking on the bridgehead. We're taking on this, the river. We'll use the fog as cover as we cross the river, then launch a surprise attack.
Oh, come on. Is this just some game to you, boyo? Swimming a couple of foot soldiers over there ain't gonna do much if we got no tanks.
Don't worry, I've got that covered. Isara?
I fitted the Edelweiss with water-resistant measures to allow for submersion. It will only hold for a few minutes, but it should be enough to cross.
Yes, exactly. if we make this, you know I'm a great leader. If all of us die, you know I wasn't.
Hold on just a sec. Ships come through here. It's gotta be too deep for a tank.
We're covered. Look, see that over there?
What's that? Grass?
Missile reed, a tall aquatic plant found in the estuaries of some rivers. I noticed them when I came down to observe the river. This stretch runs shallow. Shallow enough for a tank to drive across. trust me on this.
First, the Edelweiss will cross over and clear out any Imperial patrols on the shore. Then Lieutenant Gunther will send up a flare, signaling the rest of us to follow by boat.
Right. Now let's get started. I'll see you on the other side.
Actual use of his background as a biologist, which is really, really neat. Imagine if someone shot him in this moment. Game over.
The Edelweiss swims just fine. Fall in, Sevens!
Yes. Yeah, they're
Let me brief you on
all
Operation
asleep.
Cloudburst. We'll be working with the Vassal Defense Battalion.
The funny thing is, this was the first map that I got a game over on when I played this the first time. So, even on maps that are supposedly still pretty easy, if you're unlucky, you can still get beaten. But it's not one of the harder missions, like it's not that hard. Also, you only have 10 turns to win. So let's go with Alicia, of course. Let's go with Bridget, of course. And let's also put Largo, of course. Yeah, 10 is not a lot. I think we want one sniper at least. We want Dallas. And I think we want 2 more scouts. Frisia and Sherry. And I think we want 1 more. Because Rosie is her nickname. She will tell us eventually why that's her nickname, or where that nickname comes from. But it's her nickname. Her real name is Bridget, but she's called Rosie. Yeah, 80. And I think that should be enough.
Operation Cloudburst is set to begin. I know you can all make this work.
Take down the bridgehead as quickly as possible. Squad 7, move out! All right, that's everyone. Ready to move out, squad?
You're crazy. You know that, right?
Incoming message from Squad 1 leader Faldio Lancet on the West Bank, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Enemy company in motion, presumed headed east across the bridge toward our position. A full company? That's bad news for us.
We'll have to move fast. We're taking that camp before the cavalry rolls in.
That's why we only have 10 turns. We have to win this before they get their reinforcements.
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
Yes. Every person has skills called potential. So let's first go with Marina. Because here is a nice tower.
New prey sighted.
Permission to advance granted.
So now we have to decide, where do we want to shoot? We could shoot at one of the Ragnite boxes here. We could try to hit this guy, but the sniper's aim is still so inaccurate that this is not gonna hit, sadly. Like look at how big the radius is. The shot is gonna go randomly inside the orange radius, so this is not gonna hit. Or we could try to severely weaken the tanks by hitting these Ragnite boxes. Which is basically a guaranteed hit, so we're probably gonna do that. Because tanks are scary. It's not a full kill, but this tank will not be able to move.
Keep advancing.
Because it killed off his treads. But we don't want to remain on top of the tower because everyone sees her when she's up there. And everyone can shoot at her. And sometimes you'll just randomly get a tank which hits her from across the entire map. Which has like a 1% hit chance, but sometimes that just hits. And you don't want that to happen. Let's go in with the... Yeah, sometimes the 1% 1 hit KO just hits. Then we want to go with Rosie. And we could just try to aim at him, because she has 20... You know, she only needs to hit 2 out of 10 on his head, which would be a pretty decent shot, but I think it's much better to just... those are inactive, those are not active tanks. But I think shooting at this still kills the scout. So we're gonna do that. Okay, it doesn't. But that's fine. It's just a scout anyways, it's not a scary enemy or something. Ratatatatatatatata.
Leave it to me.
Cherry can very easily clear out the scout. Once she gets a little closer, more, you know, up and personal. Bang, bang, bang.
Like, duh.
Man down, everybody be careful. They're pushing us back.
It's actually not a bad idea to just retreat. To just occupy and immediately retreat, and then spend a point to request another scout. That's actually a pretty good move. But we're not gonna do that. I think what we're gonna do is use Largo to kill off the tank. The tank isn't scary at all. It can't move, but we still want to get rid of it, so it can't shoot either. It's like a 50% chance to hit. If we don't hit, it's fine. We can just get closer with someone else. But we need to get Largo into the action somehow anyways, and that's a good way to do it. And we hit, which is great. Yeah, it's kind of the point of his class to shoot at tanks. Yeah, that's true.
Watch me dance. Time for a quick step.
Sure, we want to watch you dance. That's exactly why I'm gonna move you, because I just wanted to see you dance so much. Actually, I just wanna kill this scout. And this is why scouts are so good.
Next partner.
Yes, exactly why she was recruited.
Head for the next one.
But yeah, this is why scouts are so good. They can just move across like half the map and just eliminate another scout, or eliminate a lancer, or a sniper. This sniper, by the way, is so annoying. I'm honestly considering on turn 2 using multiple moves on a scout just to run across this entire section to take out the sniper, so that the sniper only has one shot, which could still be deadly, but that at least that way the risk is a bit minimized.
My turn, okay?
Yeah, in Valk 1, scouts are by far the best class. It's still not that great of an idea to invest everything you ever owned into scouts, because scouts lose in a one-on-one against shock troopers unless you approach them from behind. Because shock troopers have pretty high attack and defense. And the biggest weakness of scouts is shock troopers is that they have like no movement range at all. My positioning on the start was amazing, by the way. Yeah, she's not gonna get into the action anytime soon because she can only move like here, and then needs another move to get even to this point. I'm gonna spend the last 2 points just moving, just rerouting my scouts so that they can crouch here. I mean, hey, I can fire a few pot shots at the sniper. Like, maybe I'm lucky. Better than to do nothing. Since I don't have a target anyways.
My turn, okay?
And I need to get them to safety. That was 2 hits, yeah. That's something. I mean, it's not like that's gonna matter unless I can actually kill the sniper this turn. Because if I actually go for the strat next turn, a scout can kill a sniper in close combat anyways. But hey, that's another 2 hits. And now the question is, do I want to use another action, or do I just want to pass turn? I feel like I want to get in another shot with my with Marina. I actually can't aim at the sniper from here, not because of the distance, but because the sniper is just barely blocked with the pillar. That's some very nice placing there. But something that could be a danger soon is this tank. So I want to immobilize it by killing its treads. And That worked. It's now just as immobilized as the other tank was. And it's just a sitting duck for anything that approaches from behind. And that's the sniper. That shouldn't be too scary because we're yeah, there's a few tanks left that can move. That's kind of scary, but it's fine. Interesting that only the sniper had any actions this turn. Like here's a tank that can move, here is a tank that can move, and here's also a tank that can move. So there's 3 tanks left, I believe. But those don't really move unless you go into their range. But the tank up top, I think, would have come closer to me if I just let it be. I think I want to immobilize this one. And I missed. That's sad. But it's fine. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Frisia on this hunt. Because I don't think there's anyone in the way that actually blocks me from doing that. I can also kill the Lancer on the way here. This guy. Lancers can't retaliate. That's their biggest weakness. It's that they're just sitting ducks on enemy phase.
Next partner.
Nice work.
Yes, time for the sprint of her life. But I can't actually reach the sniper with one movement. I need a second movement.
Watch me dance.
So that I can actually go up these ladders. Yeah, that's just what snipers do. What scouts do. They move like half the map in one turn. And now she... Actually, there is a connection here between these two spaces. So I think I'll actually also just finish off this Lancer. And then hide her like here.
Watch me dance.
So that way there's nothing scary left here.
Next partner.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
And there shouldn't be any other enemies anywhere near. And she should be safe for the rest of the map. Yeah. We've just danced from here to here to here and took out 3 enemies in one turn. This was quite the solo if you'd ask me. We have to bring Largo a little bit closer to the action now as well. Sadly, we can't actually get him to a spot where he can attack. So we're just gonna pass turn. And that's the problem with anything that isn't scouts. He moved from here to here and used up all of his stamina. That's not good. So with everything except for scouts, you're usually gonna have to use up 2 move slots just to attack something. Which is a bit annoying.
The hunt begins.
I'm gonna attack. I really wanna stop this light tank, so I'm gonna try to attack it again. And this time I hit. Great. She doesn't have any ammo right now, which is a bit annoying. But this is why we've brought Dallas.
Right away.
Because scouts can refill ammo.
Concentrate your fire.
Exactly, they are the ammo people. I think I have to move Largo again, though. Because can I get into firing range? I can not. No. I'm still not in range for any of the tanks, but I do have one more spot of movement left, so that I can go here, crouch, and take a shot at this tank. And it's down. Nice.
All right. Man down, everybody.
That's 2 tanks dealt with, without any tank actually attacking. And that's the first tank that's on the move. And the tank can't really move anywhere, really. Oh no, this tank moved 50 centimeters. This shock trooper is gonna have to die though. Like this shock trooper, if he won't do any damage right now. Because it's, you know, it's a Lancer that's hidden behind yes. Characters can retreat if they want to. He barely does any damage because Largo is crouching. And when you crouch, you only take body shots, and body shots are inherently like only like a 4th or a 5th of a headshot. And they have and Lancers have naturally high defense because they're meant to take on tanks, so they have to take a hit from a tank as well. So a shock trooper on enemy phase when you're crouching isn't the scariest thing.
I'm so on it. I'm like wilting here. Hey, are you like listening?
However, this is scary. So, oh, it's also a scout. It's not even a shock trooper. Yeah.
So dodging's no fair, okay? I'm so good at shoot.
Please act expeditiously.
Like, duh.
Good work. Keep it up.
Enemy found.
Then the shock troopers probably. Oh, all right, seems fair. Yeah, exactly. That was a fair enemy. Like, you know, when someone says dodging's no fair, you know, you can't just attempt to dodge. That's not okay. And now I'm gonna try to hit this one, which is the hardest to hit of the tanks. And I did. Nice. And I think that's every move that Marina is gonna make on this map. I think now Marina could leave the map and it would all be fine. Because she did her job perfectly. She crippled every single tank except this one. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 Largo moves again. The first one to kill this tank. It wasn't really a threat, but I still wanted to get it off the map.
Spotted an enemy.
And the second is to attack this tank that I just damaged, because that way I can hide in here.
Been waiting here.
Yeah, might as well just attack if you have the option to. Because that way he can crouch, which is important. Yes, I'm gonna shoot at the shock trooper, of course. Okay, it's a bit more hidden than I thought it would be. So I'll have to move in closer, which is sad, but it's okay.
You're done.
And it's dead.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
I don't think I have enough movement to get back behind there, which is a bit sad, but it's okay. There's a tank, a shock trooper, and a scout, and I think we can win on this turn. I believe. Because of the way the tank is placed, it looks away from the camp. So I think we can actually infiltrate the camp without the tank interfering. So let's go. Let's attempt that. And even if we can't do that, we are still gonna be in a great position.
Make use of the watchtowers.
To finish the map next turn. I'm going in with Alicia first because she's the more durable one.
Make use of the watchtowers.
Also, scouts are not scary at all. Like, shock troopers are what you want to be weary of. But scouts are kind of irrelevant. Their interception fire is useless.
I'm ready to go.
Let's go with Frisia.
They're behind us.
Take them out, 1 unit at a time.
Okay, I overestimated her movement a bit, but that's fine. We're still gonna be able to do it. Actually, I'm not sure. Because I don't think we can use her to throw a bomb. Because otherwise Alicia might get hit.
I'm ready to go.
Actually, that should still be fine. Because I can throw it this way. It should still be enough to take out the scout, but it shouldn't kill Alicia, yeah. And now the map is free to be occupied, and the enemy base camp is occupied. And when the enemy base camp is occupied, it doesn't matter that there's just one scout behind a tank, and that the scout could be killed immediately. The map is won.
Drawbridge control room secured, Welks.
Excellent. Open it up, East. Let's see how their tanks like the river.
Yes, sir. Ragnite turbines on. Stand by to raise drawbridge.
And it's only a B rank, because you're able to clear the map in just 2 turns. And I just took too long to get the A rank. The requirements for A rank and for A and S ranks are just ridiculous in this game. Like, genuinely. Basically, you have to ignore everything in order to get that. You basically have to speedrun with 2 scouts.
What was that?
Or 3 scouts, I guess, or 4. But basically just speedrun with scouts. Yes, exactly. Isn't that the whole point of the game? You know, destroying tanks and stuff? Hey, come on, where would the fun in the map be if I didn't destroy 4 out of 5 tanks?
It appears that Lieutenant Gunther's plan worked. An impressive start, soldier.
Thank you, Captain.
The kid's crazy. Drove a damn tank right into the stinking river.
Yeah, and I can't believe it worked. I'm still in shock.
Haha, shock.
You two. Now hold up your side of the bargain and you listen to Welkin.
Yeah.
The kid might got the chops to command, but that don't mean I gotta like any dark hairs.
Get it? I get it.
Hey, come on! It's okay, Alicia. I'm used to it by now. But I hope... I know the day will come when Darksons can join society as equals.
Hey! Hope I'm not interrupting anything. It's me again, reporting for GBS. Lieutenant Gunther, that was quite an impressive result on your first mission.
Yes, thanks to the squad's hard work, we managed to take back the Great Vassal Bridge.
Any impressions on things to come now that you've gotten your first taste of victory?
Impressions? Well, let's see. Bridges are important. They link the roads that bring people what they need. I'd like to become a sort of bridge, linking my crew together. I think that's my new goal.
This man is too wholesome to be a military officer. Just saying. At least in times of war. Like, not in general, but when, you know, when the Nazis are invading, you know.
Sorry, this is about all I can do.
There's not much bridge building to be done there.
Maybe, once everybody returns, they'll see a couple of lion's paws blooming, and it'll start to feel like home again.
Hey, Alicia! We're heading out soon.
Okay, I'll be right there. Well, flowers, do your stuff.
Chapter 5. The Cloden Wildwood.
A new episode has been added. The personnel tab, new skirmish. Yeah, I'm sure those flowers, those 2 lion's paws will certainly do wonders. I want to go to headquarters though first. Let's see if we got any new recruits.
Hello, Welkin. Oh, and there...
Usually there's a couple of new faces added after you've progressed a bit in the story. This time we get Rosina. And we get Claudia. I think we had Claudia in the other one as well. Yeah, I think we had both of them. Do we want to switch out Walter for Rosina?
I knew it. I'm useless, aren't I? I won't hold my breath for a callback.
Jesus, way to make me feel bad about it.
My name is Rosina Selden. I'm in with you guys as of today.
Now I feel bad, yeah. Still going out though. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure if we have space for Claudia though. Because honestly I don't want more than 2 engineers. Like 2 engineers is enough. Because you rarely need a 3rd one. Like even the 2nd one is arguable. Because but yeah, she's cuter than Ramsey.
Okay, see you later.
That much is true.
Hello, I'm Claudia Mann. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Come back anytime you need to change your lineup, Lieutenant.
Let's see. War Cemetery. Yeah, same. Are we able to get a new skill?
Paying your respects? Sorry. I suppose that was a foolish question.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
Oh. Then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering, standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and
we're in the
seeing this
2nd
much
European
death
War, if you
reminds
forgot.
me that humans
The
are
first
just another
European
part
War
of nature.
isn't all that long ago. Yeah. Like dancing on the graves.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced. One wrong order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
You respect the weight of their lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
An order, sir?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though. I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them.
They need to make up some reason why you need to spend XP to get them.
Now, I'll teach you retreat.
Oh,
today.
retreat is pretty important, actually.
Use it to command an injured unit to pull out of combat. Well, what is your decision?
6,500. That's pretty costly, but
Very
it's fine.
good. I hope my orders can assist you in saving the nation.
Yes.
I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today? Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say? Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall.
Yeah, basically.
Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this. Out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship.
No more fake news.
And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Yeah, basically you can read news articles here. Sometimes there's stuff mentioned that goes on parallel to what you're doing, but at the beginning there isn't really anything important here. Like, yeah, on the 20th, the Gallian forces in the north announced their retreat from the area. Though no details were given, the imperial takeover of Fausen, keystone among the North Gallian industrial cities, is likely a chief cause. The capture of Fausen, a center for Gallia's Ragnite, steel and oil refineries, struck a massive blow to the nation's productivity. Though the meeting amongst Gallian army leaders, held the day word of Fausen's fall arrived, lasted well into the night. No official word has yet been issued as to a plan for liberation of the city. Gallia's militia brings home the glory as the first operation in what is likely a full-scale counter-offensive. The 3rd Regiment reclaimed the Great Vassal Bridge, a vital trade artery, after rousting the Empire's local defenses on the 14th. This officially frees Rand Greece from the need to seal its walls. Rather than assail the Empire's the bridgehead barricade, the militia opted to swim a tank across the river and attack from the rear, an unconventional strategy to say the least. The drawbridge was then opened, dumping the rest of the defense force into the drink. The man behind this bold plan, Vulcan Gunther, 22, is none other than the son of European War I hero Belgan Gunther. This Akon hasn't far at all. Oh, I should have read them in the other order. So, I've read them newest to oldest right now, so this is the oldest. In an interview given on the 8th, the spokesman for the Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive Imperial counter-strike plan. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the Imperial incursion that has claimed most of Gallia by last month's end and now stands at the gates of Rand Greece. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is likely due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. The Empire-owned and run Terrace news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire holds onto Europa's southern coast, means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Yeah, it's still called Europa. And a lot of areas are actually named after real areas in Europe, except they're not named after the most important parts or the parts that actually give it names in the real Europa, but are basically regular cities that exist in the provinces that would be equivalent.
I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands
Like,
of
for example, in on the border region to Gallia is a region called Wesel, which, you know, would technically be in probably exactly that spot when you place the Benelux nations, France and Germany, next to each other, and when you look at where Wesel in Germany is, which is kind of close to the border to Belgium. Yeah, but it's just a super unimportant small city in real life. While in this game, it's the namesake of an entire, of what basically would probably be like the entirety of North Rhine-Westphalia.
So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in
Which,
your wallet's heart to help
while
get started?
it's still obvious that it's still Europe, makes the names sound very different, because no one is used to these names.
I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you. See this fat stack of notes? Got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Yeah, she could make it worth our while by giving us more lore. You can buy this with money.
Thanks a million.
And that way you get some extra little story bits.
I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often.
Mainly as like interviews. Like there's no combat scenes, but it's basically just background information on the characters. Which is pretty nice.
You've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots! Train all you want.
I think I wanna put into Sniper and Lancer and Shock Trooper this time. Yeah, so just keep killing people, yeah, exactly. I think I want to do that. Because the Lancers are important, and I really want the Snipers at a decent level. I could just focus on Scout, but that would be a little boring. And Snipers are really important. And with each level they get a little more accurate. So eventually you can actually rely on them to hit people.
What can I do you for?
Can I get... yes, I can get more better weapons as well. At least better assault rifles, I guess. And a better sniper rifle as well, that's a little bit more accurate. Nice.
Here you go, bro. All done.
Some more defense. Always good.
Here you go. Whew, it's done. This one's perfect.
These blast suits are for Lancers, and these are for everyone else. Just if you're curious why there's two different sets. I think I want to get the bulletproof visor.
Here you go.
And the extra magazine. Crit defense is a little irrelevant, I think, but threat defense is actually pretty good. That way it's harder for enemies to break the tank's wheel treads, so that the Edelweiss can't move. But I think crit defense isn't important enough to warrant buying it right now. And this report has been added now.
Report. Elit embedded.
Which is this unlocked because we bought the first wave of the writing on the wall. So we can look at these interviews now. Those are basically just the interviews of the origin screen. Okay, sure. So should we stop right now, or should we still watch like these interviews? Oh, okay, okay. So we're probably gonna stop right now then. Alright, all good. Have a nice time eating, and yeah, we can talk and chat later. Yeah, it actually worked perfectly. That's pretty nice. Alright. See ya.